Good morning, everybody. My name is Mandy Podlesny, and I am here. I teach people how to kiss keto, keep it super simple. And I have fallen off the keto wagon. I've been on this health journey since pretty much my whole life. I have inflammatory issues, and realistically, my body does not, over the years I've realized, my body does not deal with carbohydrates well. I have insulin issues, very insulin resistant. Just my metabolics do not function the right way. And I've been on and off prednisone. I've been doing, medications for my inflammatory issues, my joints and stuff like that. So, since January, and I'm amazing. Like, keto has changed my whole life. Drinking pure therapeutic ketones, and doing a combination of the diet has really helped me. Good morning, everybody. And I'm super thankful, but realistically, you can't supplement your way into a good diet. You can't out-exercise yourself into a good diet. There's just really no way around it, point blank period. You really have to make sure that you are eating correctly, you're supplementing correctly, you're working out, you're practicing self-care, you're hydrating. There's so many things that go into a health and wellness journey, and it's like a balance, right? Or it's like a stool, right? You have like pillars, and if you knock one pillar off, you fall. So my nutrition has not been on point, and I've been traveling. I can make all the excuses in the world. If I was really committed to my nutrition and to my health and wellness journey, I would not tell myself these stories. So if you find yourself saying, well, because of this and because of that, no, fundamentally, no one's stuffing carbs down your face. No one's force feeding you to make bad choices. So just make sure that like you are taking accountability for your health and wellness choices. So basically I have not been eating well, then supplementing with prednisone, which has caught up to me and making me eat more, putting on a little bit more extra body fat than I would prefer because of the medications. So I'm going to Cancun for business and pleasure in the next 14 days, and I really want to aggressively attack the body fat that I kind of gained and really just see what I can do in the next 14 days by aggressively being strict keto, by going to the gym, intermittent fasting, and things like that. So I'm going to actually make my protein shake. I just got finished the gym. I have done 3 workouts already, and it's only Tuesday. I did 2 yesterday, and I'm doing 1 today. I'm not saying that you need to be a psychopath at the gym. Honestly, I don't think I would be working out as much and after this whole like transformation journey thing that I'm doing. At our gym, we have, if you do 48 workouts in a quarter, you get a little medal thing. So I'm after that. And I just kind of want to see what I can do in 14 days. I've always utilized myself as a science experiment because I've never had, 1, it's interesting, and 2, I've never had doctor support and things like that, so I just really want to see what I'm doing. So first things first, mental health is like the number 1 thing before you start this journey, whatever you're doing. It's really important to like establish like why you're doing what you're doing. 1, I want to reduce my inflammation, so that's one of my whys. 2, I just want to see how much progress I can make in 14 days. So I took my before pictures yesterday. That was humbling. And then, so that's my why. And then the next thing about mental health and things like that. And if you guys agree with me, or if you're going on a journey or things like that, just comment below and like, let me know what your why is. I would love to connect with you and see if I can be of assistance at all if you're struggling. And then number 2 is like, I never used to be like this, kind of like weird, but I started journaling. I started just like really just like practicing self-care, like disconnecting from people that are not healthy for me, really just like getting out of negative energy and things like that. Like that's super important. Keeping stress management low is almost just equally as important as the food that you're eating. So that's step number 1. Step number 2 is aggressively working out. Again, I'm not condoning being crazy and like working out 14 days after 14 days, sometimes 2 a day. But if that's something that you would like to do, then go ahead. But my best advice is to really just like do what works for you. So working out, moving my body is number 2. Number 3 is eating super clean, ketogenic. So what is ketogenic? Meat, veggies, healthy fats primarily. The carbs coming from veggies, that doesn't spike your insulin. I'm eating very, very clean, really not processed anything. So I'm gonna really just focus on that for the next couple days. Also, number 4 was practicing intermittent fasting and then rebooting. So intermittent fasting, so it is, I don't even know what time, 7:40. I went to the gym this morning at 6:15. Now I'm back. I'm making a protein shake. My fasts, I just do not, what I determine as my fast is I'm not eating. So I'm going to be liquid only. So I'm going to make myself a protein thing, and I'll show you in a second. And then the next thing after that is supplementing with pure therapeutic ketones to control my carb cravings, to control my energy, my focus. It really helps with fat loss. It suppresses my appetite so I can fast longer. And then also doing a keto reboot on Sunday. So I'm going to do a keto reboot, which is a cellular detoxifying process for 60 hours. So stay tuned for that as well. I'm super excited about that. That's just going to be an awesome detox to really, really, really get myself into ketosis. So basically when you drink ketones, you're benefiting from having ketones in your system. But if you are not eating a ketogenic diet, and most people, guys, like I learned this at our conference, most people are metabolically challenged. So if you're trying to do the ketogenic diet and you're frustrated because you're not getting into ketosis, you're not feeling those benefits, you really do need to drink ketones, because the one researcher told us that only 3% of people have a normal metabolic process in their body. So 97% of us are dysfunctioned, whether they have inflammation, too much stress, they're not sleeping. There's so many different factors that go into getting into ketosis, and if you're not getting in there therapeutically, meaning you're not having high doses of ketones in your body, it's going to do nothing for you. So drink ketones. If you need ketones, drop the word ketones in the comments below and I will get you some. Moving along, I'm really focusing with my diet protein. Everyone thinks, I can't have too much protein because it's going to turn into glucose. Absolutely not. No way. It's very overblown, that whole fear. So please don't worry about it. It's not going to be a big deal. So moving on, I just got a notification. Anyway, there's a ton of you guys on for being at 7:45 in the morning, which is freaking awesome. Comment below and let me know if you're on your way to work or if you're wherever you are. I would absolutely love to just know what you're doing at 7:45 this morning. So I'm going to make my protein shake here. So I have this protein. Again, speaking of protein, so I love Primal Fuel. This is an amazing product. It's been sitting on my freaking cabinet for, Marissa's on her way to work. Connie's got a day off. That's cool. I'm actually, going somewhere super secret today for the next 24 hours and I'm really, really excited about it. So I have a plane to catch. So I'm speeding through all of this and I promised the Facebook Live every single day. So I'm super committed to saying, to doing what I'm saying I'm going to do. That's a huge takeaway that I learned at my conference. Okay, so back to it. And I have tons of energy from going to the gym at 6:15. So I think 6:15 might be my new jam. Okay, so Primal Fuel protein, it's 9, 8, 7, 6 grams of carbs for 2 scoops, but I'm only going to use 1, and then it's 20 grams of protein for 2 scoops, so it's only 10 grams of protein here. So thanks, Connie. She says she loves my videos. Okay, so I'm going to do a pint glass of ice. I'm going to use this to really just keep me satisfied until I eat today. Like I said, I have a flight and then I'm going to have lunch with a friend, and so I probably won't eat till 2 anyway, but so it's perfect because I'll be distracted, but this is going to hold me over. And then I will show you my ketone combination as well that I'll do later today. So here's the glass full of ice, and then I do a scoop of this. And then I have this amazing new product that's not even out yet. You can't get your hands on it until it releases. This is Protone. So this is ketones and protein together. I don't really think, based on what I'm understanding, is that you really don't need to have extra protein as well because of all of the ingredients in here. But I'm just doubling up on protein because I'm super deficient. Most women are deficient in proteins. So again, make sure that your foundation of all of your diet, especially not only just for diet and like fat loss, but for health and longevity. Do you ever see people in nursing homes where they like can't barely lift their spoon, and people have like fall and break their hips and things like that? Like as you age, you lose muscle mass. So please just make sure that your intake of protein is like amazing, because you don't want to like, this is something I took away as well. Like you want to go happy, dead. And like for me in health and longevity, like I don't want to be happy, chronic disease, because I'm already struggling with that, and then wasting away in a nursing home, wishing I was dead, and then I would die. Like that's awful. Like it sounds like so morbid, but it really is the truth. So going into this as well, so drinking ketones, honestly guys, if you're not doing it, you need to, because it preserves muscle. It really gets you, you know, just really, it's just so good for you. It really is. It's the best thing you can do for yourself. All right. So Protone chocolate swirl, vanilla protein powder, and then I'm going to do like a little scoop. See, this is powdered peanut butter. Honestly, there's like a little sugar in it, so I'm gonna play with it for the next couple days and see if it affects me. But realistically, 2 tablespoons is 3 grams of sugar, so it should be fine. So just make this in there. And then I have this almond milk. It's so good, guys. This almond milk is the best for you. Most almond milk, all nut milks like in the store are so bad for you. This literally has filtered water and almonds. It is such a good, awesome product. So this is Elmhurst. You can get it at the grocery store or just Google Elmhurst. Oh shoot, I'm making a mess. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this over here. So I'm gonna fill this like pretty much 3/4 of the way up. I did this very nicely yesterday. It was like not a problem. So just fill this up. And the reason why I'm doing it in the pint glass, building it in the pint glass first, is because you ever just do a protein shake or some sort of margarita or something, and there's like way too much of one ingredient and not enough of the other. So that's why I'm doing that. All right, so Protone, Primal Fuel protein, a little half scoop of peanut butter. So I'm not even getting that much sugar in it. And then I have heavy whipping cream here as well. I'm just gonna do like a tablespoon just for extra creaminess. And then I'm gonna mix it up, and then I'm gonna drink it. So that's it. And then what I will have later today, I will do a Pure Therapeutic ketone pack, because I can't take keto up on the plane, which sucks. So I'm gonna do that. If you want a 10-day experience and you're listening to this and you would like to start on ketones, I have 10-day flavor experiences or a 5-day flavor experience. You can try ketones for 5 or 10 days. It's gonna be change your life. Like when I took mine for the first day, holy moly, it was like mind-blowing. So I'm gonna do this now. I'll get to the airport and I will do a coffee with bone broth. It's salted caramel bone broth, just to flavor it up a little bit. Just black coffee with the bone broth. So I'll have that to continue again my fast. And then I will have a ketone on the way to my friend's house. And then I will have lunch at 2-ish, 2:30, and then I will eat maybe again for dinner. But really just focusing on proteins, really focusing on clean keto, moving my body, hydration, and self-care and stress management. So that's the plan to attack my body fat. I will show you guys pictures at the end of 1 week and then the end of 2 weeks to really just see. And I'm gonna do Facebook Lives every day to let you know my progress. But I feel freaking amazing, and it's only been 2 days, so yeah. All right, guys, I love you. Thanks for tuning in super early, and I will talk to you mañana.